So, as a little girl, I was always dancing around the house, and my father must have seen some ability or talent there because he searched for the best ballet school in town. So I studied ballet from the time I was a little girl all the way up through high school graduation. And when I wanted to major in dance in college, my father actually supported that, which, most parents might not. How are you going to make a living in dance? So all through college, my father was my biggest supporter, and he came to see everything I was in. And after school, when I was dancing with small modern companies and independent choreographers, he continued to be my biggest fan and my biggest supporter. So a natural extension, when you're training in dance, it's a very natural extension to go into other areas of fitness like yoga, Pilates, martial arts, spinning. I took classes in all of those things and loved it so much that I actually started to get a lot of certifications. So I became certified in Pilates, in yoga, in Tai Chi for arthritis, and I became a wellness coach. So for about 10 years or so, I've been wanting to have my own space. I just wasn't sure what I wanted that space to look like. I knew I didn't want just a dance studio or just a yoga studio or just a fitness center, but this vibrant, warm, welcoming space that could offer a variety of classes, workshops, special events, teacher training, and I couldn't find anything. 10 years I was looking and looking and looking, and nothing would fall into place. And I started to doubt if I was actually supposed to do this, which I feel was my dream and was my passion. So in August of 2015, my father, who, if you remember, was always my biggest supporter and my biggest fan, he passed away. And of course that was devastating, and I felt so much loss and grief. But about a month after he passed, I got a call out of the blue from a realtor I'd worked with in the past that said he had a space for me to look at. And when I walked in, it was perfect, absolutely perfect. And I knew that was a gift from my father. So I signed the lease, I resigned from my job, and got everything ready to open within a month. We opened on Veterans Day in honor of my father, who was a World War II vet. I feel my life has been such an incredible journey, from dancing around the house as a little girl to now owning my dream space, which I'm just having a blast. I love my job, I love my studio, and even though my father is no longer physically here, I feel his presence so strongly. And every time I walk in through the studio door and I see his picture, I know and I feel that he is always watching over me.